Narcissists have a distorted and exaggerated view of themselves. They believe they are superior, special, and often essential. This makes any statement that confronts them or challenges this view have a huge emotional impact. In this video, we will explore the 10 phrases that most bother narcissists and understand why they are so unbearable for them. Narcissism is characterized by exaggerated self-perception, a constant need for validation, and selfish behavior. For the narcissist, the world revolves around him, and anything that threatens that vision can provoke a disproportionate reaction. Sometimes a simple sentence said with good intentions can be interpreted as an attack on his ego, resulting in manipulation, anger, or even revenge. Today, we're going to learn about 9 phrases that narcissists can't stand and understand why these words cause so much irritation. Get ready to understand the psychology of the narcissist and how words have great power over him. Sentence 1: It's not always just about you. This phrase is almost a punch to the ego of a narcissist. He believes that the world revolves around him, and any statement that suggests that he is not the center of everything is seen as a threat to his view of superiority. When you say it's not always just about you, you are directly questioning your need for attention and control. Narcissists have immense difficulty accepting that the people around them have their own needs and desires. They expect the world to be shaped to serve them, and any sign to the contrary is interpreted as an attempt to diminish their power. This can lead to angry reactions or attempts at emotional manipulation, such as making you feel guilty for not putting him first. Sentence 2: I don't need you to be happy. Narcissists are known for trying to control the people around them, particularly when it comes to affection and validation. When you say you don't need them to be happy, you threaten them at one of their weakest points: control over others. This phrase challenges the narcissist directly. He wants to believe that without him, you wouldn't be able to be successful or happy. By asserting that you are capable of living your life independently, you take away from him the sense of superiority and power that he feels being at the center of your existence. For a narcissist, this is a severe blow to your self-esteem and the control they believe they have over you. Sentence 3: You are wrong and there is no doubt about it. Narcissists rarely admit their mistakes. They have a distorted view of their own infallibility and do not handle criticism well, especially those that question their authority or knowledge. When you tell him he's wrong and there's no room for discussion, you challenge this illusion of perfection. This phrase can be especially difficult for the narcissist because they have no room for self-criticism. His oversized ego prevents him from accepting flaws, and when confronted with the truth, he can feel completely disarmed. Many narcissists will try to turn the situation around, claiming that you don't understand or that you are exaggerating. In situations like this, it's important to stand firm in your opinion and not let him manipulate the situation. Sentence 4: You are not as important as you think. Narcissists have an exaggerated self-perception of their importance. They believe they are unique and indispensable, and any phrase that questions this can generate a huge emotional reaction. By saying you're not as important as you think, you are directly messing with the narcissist's perception of themselves. This phrase makes him feel like he doesn't have the influence or importance he believes he has, which can generate feelings of anger, frustration, and even aggression. The narcissist may then try to make you feel like you are wrong or that you are diminishing their value. By challenging this idea, you are cutting to the core of his inflated self-image. Sentence 5: I did it alone without you. One of a narcissist's greatest needs is to feel that others depend on them. When you say you managed to accomplish something without his help, you are taking away from him the recognition he feels he should have. The phrase "I did it alone" is a direct jab at your sense of power and control. The narcissist often feels like the savior or essential person in other people's lives. By showing that you are capable of achieving things on your own, You challenge this idea and call into question your greatness. This can cause a reaction of frustration, attempts to minimize your achievements, or even attempts to discredit your abilities. Sentence 6. I'm proud of myself. Narcissists live for the approval of others. They constantly seek to be admired and validated, especially in their achievements. When you act proud of yourself without needing their validation, the narcissist may feel threatened. This phrase indicates that you don't need their approval to feel good about yourself, and this can be extremely difficult for the narcissist to accept. He wants to control your self-esteem, and by showing you that you already have your own, you challenge the control he tries to exert over you. For the narcissist, recognition is essential, and any situation in which he is not the center of attention is seen as a loss of power. Sentence 7. I have my own plans. Narcissists tend to expect everything in their lives to be shaped according to their desires and desires. They don't take kindly to someone taking a stand independently, with their own goals that aren't aligned with theirs. When you say, I have my own plans, you are reaffirming your independence and signaling that you are not willing to submit to his wishes. This phrase calls into question the idea that the narcissist has control over their life. This can make him frustrated and even angry as he expects everyone around him to follow his wishes. When you demonstrate that you have your own goals and are not open to being manipulated, you challenge him directly, and he may try to challenge your choices. Sentence 8. I will not argue with you. Narcissists love to have control of discussions. They often try to manipulate situations in their favor, using intimidation or emotional dominance. When you refuse to argue or play into their game, you deprive them of one of the ways they feel superior. The phrase, I won't argue with you, is a clear sign that you are not willing to engage in manipulations or arguments that lead nowhere. For the narcissist, this can be frustrating as they can no longer control the conversation or impose their views on you. This attitude of resistance can be seen as a loss of power, which the narcissist may not accept well. Sentence 9. I'm not afraid of you. Finally, narcissists often use intimidation as a way to exert control over others. Whether through aggressive attitudes, emotional manipulation, or attempts to make you feel inferior, they want you to be afraid of them. When you say, I'm not afraid of you, you are directly challenging the power they believe they have over you. This phrase is powerful because it strips the narcissist of one of their most effective tools of control. By showing that you are not intimidated, you weaken the image of superiority that he tries to maintain. This may generate an aggressive reaction, but it is a way to set clear and firm limits. The phrases we discuss here are powerful, but they can also generate intense reactions. Narcissists do not handle anything that threatens their self-perception or control over others well. Therefore, it is important to use these words with caution. If you decide to use them, be prepared for the consequences. The narcissist may react with anger, manipulation, or even revenge. It is crucial to be in a safe environment and have support from friends, family, or professionals if necessary. By setting clear boundaries and standing firm, you can strengthen your position without putting yourself at risk. The key is to always remain calm, be clear with your words, and not engage in endless arguments. Remember that you have the right to live your life without being manipulated or controlled by anyone, including a narcissist.